Frugal Meal Planning, Eating Well on a Budget by James Fisher. Introduction. Frugal meal planning helps people eat well without spending too much money. Many think that healthy meals are expensive, but with the right approach, it's possible to enjoy nutritious food on a budget. Planning meals in advance saves time, reduces waste, and helps make smarter shopping choices. This audiobook will cover simple ways to create a budget-friendly meal plan that works for any lifestyle. It will provide practical tips, real-life examples, and strategies to stretch every dollar while still enjoying tasty and healthy meals. Whether someone is cooking for one person or an entire family, careful planning can make a big difference in managing food expenses. Knowing how to budget for groceries and shop wisely is an important skill. From planning menus to buying ingredients and cooking efficiently, each chapter will break down the steps to make frugal meal planning easy and enjoyable. Some people struggle with staying within their food budget because of impulse purchases, lack of planning, or not knowing how to make the most of their ingredients. This audiobook will show how to overcome these challenges by focusing on affordable and nutritious foods, making simple meals, and avoiding waste. Small changes in shopping and cooking habits can lead to big savings over time. Frugal meal planning is not about sacrificing quality or flavor. It's about making smart choices that work for your budget and lifestyle. Chapter 1. Understanding your food budget is the first step in planning meals that are both affordable and satisfying. Many people don't realize how much they spend on food each month until they take a closer look. Some might spend too much on takeout or convenience foods without noticing how it adds up over time. Tracking current spending is a good way to see where money is going and find areas to cut back. A simple way to do this is by saving grocery receipts and writing down every food purchase for a month. This includes trips to the grocery store, coffee shops, and restaurants. Once spending habits are clear, it becomes easier to set a realistic food budget that works. For example, if someone finds they are spending $500 a month but want to save, they might aim to cut it down to $400 by cooking at home more often and avoiding unnecessary snacks or drinks. Setting a clear budget helps to avoid impulse purchases and ensures that money is spent wisely. A good food budget considers income, household size, and lifestyle. A single person might need a smaller budget compared to a family with children, but the same basic rules apply. It's helpful to break the budget down into categories, such as groceries, dining out, and special occasions. For instance, if someone sets aside $300 for groceries and $50 for eating out, they have a clear plan to follow. Sticking to the budget may require some adjustments, such as cutting down on expensive pre-packaged foods and focusing on more affordable ingredients. Planning meals around what's already in the kitchen can also help stay within budget. Before heading to the store, checking the pantry, fridge, and freezer helps avoid buying items that are already available. Creating a grocery list based on the budget helps control spending and prevents impulse buying. Going to the store without a list often leads to buying things that aren't necessary, which can quickly add up. Writing down exactly what's needed for planned meals keeps spending focused and prevents food waste. Another way to manage a food budget is by choosing cost-effective meals. Meals that include ingredients like rice, beans, eggs, and seasonal vegetables are usually more affordable than meals that rely on expensive cuts of meat or processed foods. Buying in bulk can also help stretch the budget further. For example, purchasing a large bag of rice instead of smaller packs can save money over time. It's also important to understand the difference between wants and needs when it comes to food shopping. Fancy snacks, desserts, and beverages can quickly eat into the budget, while essential items like grains, protein, and vegetables should take priority. It doesn't mean cutting out all treats, but rather planning for them in a way that fits within the budget. Setting aside a small portion of the budget for treats allows for balance without overspending. When money is tight, prioritizing nutritious and filling foods is the best approach to stay satisfied and healthy. Simple, home-cooked meals are often cheaper and healthier than fast food or frozen dinners. Another helpful strategy is to compare prices between stores. Some grocery stores offer better deals on specific items, So checking weekly flyers and comparing prices can make a difference. Shopping at discount stores or farmers markets can also provide fresh produce at lower prices. Buying generic or store-brand items instead of name brands is another easy way to save money without sacrificing quality. For example, store-brand pasta or canned goods are often just as good as popular brands but cost much less. A well-planned food budget also considers the frequency of grocery shopping. Some people prefer to shop weekly, while others find that shopping less often helps them stick to their budget better. Planning meals for 2 weeks or even a month at a time can reduce trips to the store, which means fewer chances to make impulse purchases. It also encourages better use of ingredients, since meals are planned ahead of time. A good example is buying a whole chicken instead of individual pieces, which can be used in multiple meals, such as roasted chicken, soup, and sandwiches. Staying flexible within the budget is important because prices can change and unexpected expenses might come up. If prices on certain items go up, it's helpful to have backup meal ideas that use more affordable ingredients. For example, if beef becomes too expensive, switching to chicken, beans, or lentils can help stay within budget without compromising nutrition. Adjusting meal plans based on what's available and affordable helps make the most of every dollar. Understanding a food budget also means planning for special occasions and social events. It's easy to overspend when celebrating with friends or family, so having a plan in place helps avoid last-minute spending. Preparing homemade dishes for gatherings instead of buying pre-made meals can be a great way to save money. For example, making a big pasta dish at home is much cheaper than ordering pizza for a group. Finally, reviewing the food budget regularly helps identify areas for improvement. Looking at spending at the end of each month and seeing what worked well or what needs to change can make a big difference in the long run. If too much was spent on snacks or takeout, adjustments can be made for the following month. Over time, managing a food budget becomes easier with practice and good planning. Sticking to a budget doesn't mean sacrificing quality or enjoyment. It simply means being mindful of spending and making smart choices that support financial goals while still enjoying delicious meals every day. Chapter 2. Planning meals around sales and discounts is a smart way to save money while still enjoying a variety of meals. Grocery stores regularly offer deals on different items, and taking advantage of these discounts can significantly reduce food costs. The first step is to stay informed about sales by checking store flyers, using grocery store apps, and signing up for loyalty programs. Many stores provide weekly specials on essential items such as meat, vegetables, and pantry staples. Planning meals based on what's on sale each week helps stretch the food budget without sacrificing quality or variety. For example, if chicken is on sale, it can be used in multiple meals such as stir-fry, soup, and roasted chicken. Taking a flexible approach to meal planning allows for savings, while keeping meals interesting and nutritious. One effective strategy is to plan meals around seasonal produce. Fruits and vegetables that are in season are often cheaper and fresher compared to out-of-season options. For example, buying strawberries in the summer when they are abundant is more affordable than purchasing them in the winter. Planning meals based on seasonal ingredients not only saves money, but also ensures a better taste and nutritional value. Another way to save money is by buying items in bulk when they are on sale. Staple foods like rice, pasta, canned goods, and frozen vegetables have a long shelf life and can be stored for future use. Buying in larger quantities when prices are low can help reduce the overall cost of groceries over time. Comparing prices across different stores is another way to maximize savings. Some stores may have better deals on certain products, and taking the time to compare prices can lead to significant savings. Many people find it helpful to visit different stores for specific items. For example, one store might offer better deals on meat, while another might have lower prices on fresh produce. Keeping track of which stores offer the best prices for different items helps create a more cost-effective shopping routine. It's also important to take advantage of store promotions, such as buy one get one free deals and discounts on bulk purchases. Using coupons is another great way to lower food costs. Many stores offer digital coupons through their apps, while others still provide paper coupons and flyers. Combining coupons with sales can lead to even bigger savings. For example, using a coupon for a discount on a product that is already on sale can result in significant cost reductions. However, it's important to use coupons wisely and only for items that are needed. Buying something just because there's a coupon may lead to unnecessary spending. Meal planning should be flexible to accommodate unexpected deals. If a certain ingredient is on sale, adjusting the meal plan to include it can help reduce costs. For example, if ground beef is discounted, planning meals like tacos, spaghetti, or homemade burgers can help take advantage of the lower price. Keeping a few flexible meal ideas in mind allows for easy adjustments based on what's available at the best price. This approach helps avoid overspending while still enjoying a variety of meals throughout the week. Another helpful tip is to shop at discount stores or local markets, which often offer lower prices than larger supermarkets. Many local farmers markets sell fresh produce at lower prices, especially toward the end of the day when vendors may offer discounts to sell off remaining items. Shopping at warehouse stores or buying directly from farmers can also lead to better deals on fresh ingredients. Being open to exploring different shopping options can make a big difference in food expenses. Reducing food waste is another benefit of planning meals around sales. Buying in bulk or purchasing sale items is only helpful if they are used before they go bad. Planning meals carefully and storing ingredients properly can help prevent food from going to waste. For example, freezing meat when purchased in bulk can extend its shelf life, and storing fresh vegetables in airtight containers can keep them fresh longer. Knowing how to store different foods helps make the most of sales without leading to spoilage. Having a list before heading to the store helps stay focused on sale items without buying unnecessary things. It's easy to get distracted by promotions on items that aren't needed, so sticking to a well-planned list ensures that only essential items are purchased. A good strategy is to make a list based on the items that are on sale for the week and build meals around those ingredients. This way, there's a clear plan in place and grocery shopping becomes more efficient. Planning meals around sales doesn't mean giving up favorite foods. It's possible to enjoy a variety of meals while still taking advantage of discounts. For example, if a favorite ingredient isn't on sale one week, alternatives can be used without compromising taste. Substituting ingredients based on what's affordable allows for creativity in the kitchen while staying within budget. Trying new recipes based on discounted items can also introduce new flavors and meal ideas that might become regular favorites. Another way to save money is by looking for discounted items near their expiration dates. Many stores offer markdowns on meat, dairy, and bakery products that are close to their expiration date, but still safe to consume. These items can be used immediately or frozen for later use. For example, buying discounted bread and freezing it for sandwiches or toast can prevent waste and save money. Checking for clearance sections in grocery stores can lead to great deals on perfectly good food that just needs to be used soon. Overall, planning meals around sales and discounts is an effective way to save money while still enjoying a variety of delicious meals. Staying informed about sales, being flexible with meal choices, and using smart shopping strategies can help stretch the food budget without feeling deprived. With a little effort and planning, it's possible to eat well while keeping food costs under control. Chapter 3. Making a weekly meal plan is a great way to save money, reduce food waste, and make cooking easier. A good meal plan helps avoid last-minute decisions that often lead to expensive takeout or unnecessary trips to the store. It starts with looking at the week ahead and considering factors such as work schedules, family activities, and how much time is available for cooking each day. For example, if a busy day is coming up, planning for a simple meal like sandwiches or leftovers can prevent the need for ordering food. Taking a few minutes to plan meals for the week can make a big difference in both time and money management. The first step in creating a meal plan is checking what food is already available at home. Looking through the pantry, fridge, and freezer helps identify ingredients that need to be used before they expire. For example, if there are leftover vegetables in the fridge, planning a stir-fry or soup can prevent them from going to waste. Using what is already on hand reduces grocery expenses and helps make the most of every ingredient. After taking inventory, writing down a list of meals based on available ingredients and any additional items needed from the store can make planning easier. Choosing meals that are simple and budget-friendly is key to successful meal planning. Dishes that use affordable ingredients like beans, rice, pasta, and seasonal vegetables can help stretch the budget without sacrificing taste. For example, planning meals such as vegetable stir-fry, pasta with homemade sauce, or bean-based soups can provide nutritious options without costing too much. It's also helpful to include meals that can be made in larger quantities and used for leftovers. Cooking a big pot of chili or stew can provide meals for several days, saving time and effort during the week. Another helpful strategy is to plan meals that share similar ingredients. This approach reduces waste and makes grocery shopping more efficient. For instance, buying a bag of carrots can be used in multiple meals, such as salads, soups, and side dishes. Planning meals with overlapping ingredients ensures that everything gets used up and reduces the need to buy too many different items. It also helps save money by buying in bulk when possible. When planning meals, it's important to consider variety to keep things interesting. Including a mix of different proteins, grains, and vegetables ensures balanced nutrition and prevents meals from becoming boring. For example, planning a mix of chicken, beans, eggs, and fish throughout the week provides different flavors and nutrients. Rotating meal ideas and trying new recipes can also make meal planning more enjoyable. Looking for inspiration from cookbooks, online recipes, or family favorites can add new ideas to the weekly plan. Meal planning also includes deciding which meals will be cooked from scratch and which will use pre-made or frozen ingredients for convenience. Some days may allow for more time to cook, while others might require quicker options. For example, planning to cook a homemade lasagna on a free evening and using frozen vegetables for a quick stir-fry on a busy night can balance time and effort. Preparing some ingredients in advance, such as chopping vegetables or marinating meat, can also make cooking faster during the week. Once the meal plan is ready, making a detailed grocery list based on the planned meals helps ensure nothing is forgotten. Organizing the list by food categories, such as produce, dairy, and pantry items can make shopping quicker and more efficient. Sticking to the list while shopping helps avoid impulse purchases and keep spending within budget. It's also helpful to check for any sales or discounts before finalizing the grocery list to take advantage of the best deals. Flexibility is an important part of meal planning. Sometimes plans change, and it's helpful to have backup options available. Keeping a few easy meal ideas in mind, such as scrambled eggs, grilled cheese sandwiches, or pasta with canned sauce, can provide quick solutions when needed. Having pantry staples on hand allows for adjustments without having to run to the store. Being flexible while still following the general plan helps avoid stress and keeps meals enjoyable. Batch cooking is another useful technique to make meal planning easier. Preparing larger portions of meals and storing them in the fridge or freezer can save time and money. For example, cooking a large batch of soup or stew and freezing portions for later use can provide quick meals on busy days. Using freezer-friendly meals can help avoid food waste and make it easier to stick to the meal plan without feeling overwhelmed. Planning meals with leftovers in mind is a great way to reduce food waste and save money. For example, cooking extra chicken for dinner can be used in sandwiches, salads, or wraps the next day. Leftovers can also be repurposed into new meals, such as turning roasted vegetables into a soup or pasta dish. This approach not only saves time, but also helps make the most of every ingredient. Making a weekly meal plan does not have to be complicated. Starting with a simple plan and gradually improving it over time makes the process easier. With practice, meal planning becomes a natural part of the routine and helps save money while ensuring that meals are nutritious and satisfying. By planning ahead, shopping smart, and using ingredients wisely, it's possible to enjoy delicious meals without overspending. Chapter 4. Smart grocery shopping strategies can make a big difference in staying within a food budget while still enjoying nutritious and satisfying meals. Many people spend more than they need to because of impulse purchases, lack of planning, or not knowing how to find the best deals. A good shopping strategy starts before even stepping into the store by planning meals and making a detailed grocery list. Knowing exactly what to buy prevents unnecessary spending and helps avoid buying items that aren't needed. Sticking to the list while shopping is one of the simplest ways to control spending and avoid impulse purchases. It's also helpful to plan shopping trips when stores are less crowded to allow for better focus and fewer distractions. One of the best ways to save money on groceries is to compare prices between different stores. Some stores offer better deals on certain items, while others may have lower prices on fresh produce or pantry staples. Checking weekly flyers and using store apps to compare prices can help identify where the best deals are. Many stores also have loyalty programs that provide discounts or rewards for regular shoppers. Signing up for these programs can lead to additional savings over time. For example, earning points on grocery purchases can result in discounts on future shopping trips. Taking advantage of special promotions like buy one get one free deals or discounts on bulk purchases can also help stretch the budget. Buying in bulk is a smart strategy for saving money, especially on staple items that are used regularly. Items like rice, pasta, beans, and frozen vegetables often come at a lower price per unit when purchased in larger quantities. However, it's important to buy only what can be used before it expires to avoid waste. For example, buying a large bag of flour can be cost-effective if it's used frequently for baking or cooking. Bulk purchases work best for non-perishable items or foods that can be stored for a long time, such as canned goods and dry ingredients. Choosing store-brand or generic products instead of name-brand items is another easy way to save money without sacrificing quality. Store-brand products are often made with the same ingredients but cost significantly less. For example, store-brand pasta, canned vegetables, and dairy products can offer the same taste and nutrition at a lower price. Comparing labels can help determine if there's any real difference between brands. In most cases, the cheaper option works just as well as the more expensive one. Shopping with a full stomach can also help prevent impulse purchases. It's easy to be tempted by snacks and treats when shopping while hungry, leading to spending more than planned. Eating a meal or snack before going to the store can help stay focused on the list and avoid buying unnecessary items. Another helpful tip is to shop alone when possible, as shopping with others, especially children, can lead to unplanned purchases. Understanding unit pricing is an important skill for smart shopping. Many stores display unit prices on shelf tags, which show the cost per ounce, pound, or liter. Comparing unit prices rather than package prices helps determine which option provides the best value. For example, a larger bottle of cooking oil might seem more expensive at first, but could have a lower unit price compared to a smaller bottle. Paying attention to these details ensures that money is spent wisely. Using coupons strategically can also help lower grocery bills. Many stores offer digital coupons through their websites or apps, while paper coupons can often be found in newspapers and flyers. Combining coupons with sales can lead to significant savings. For example, using a coupon on an item that's already discounted can result in even lower prices. However, it's important to avoid buying items just because there's a coupon. Coupons should only be used for products that are actually needed and fit within the budget. Shopping for seasonal produce is another way to save money while enjoying fresh and healthy food. Fruits and vegetables that are in season are usually cheaper and taste better than out-of-season options. For example, buying apples in the fall or berries in the summer can be more affordable compared to purchasing them during off-seasons. Frozen and canned vegetables are also good alternatives when fresh produce is too expensive. They can provide similar nutrients at a lower cost and have a longer shelf life. Reducing food waste is a key part of smart shopping. Buying only what is needed and planning meals around perishable items helps avoid throwing away food and money. For example, If a meal plan includes fresh spinach, it can be used in multiple dishes like salads, omelets, and smoothies to ensure it gets used before spoiling. Proper food storage also helps extend the shelf life of groceries. Storing fruits and vegetables correctly, keeping dry goods in airtight containers, and freezing items when necessary can prevent spoilage and reduce waste. Another helpful strategy is to limit shopping trips to once a week or even less frequently. The more often someone goes to the store, the more chances there are to make impulse purchases. Planning meals carefully and buying everything needed in one trip can help avoid extra spending. If an item is forgotten, it's better to find an alternative at home instead of making an extra trip that might lead to buying more than necessary. Shopping at discount stores, farmers markets, or ethnic grocery stores can also lead to significant savings. Discount stores often carry staple items at lower prices, while farmers markets sometimes offer fresh produce at lower costs, especially toward the end of the day when vendors are looking to sell their remaining stock. Ethnic grocery stores often have better prices on ingredients, such as rice, spices, and specialty foods that can be used in budget-friendly meals. Exploring different shopping options can provide better deals than sticking to just one store. Using cash instead of credit or debit cards can also help control spending. Setting a specific cash budget for groceries forces careful choices and helps avoid overspending. When using a card, it's easy to add a few extra items without realizing how much is being spent. Paying with cash makes it easier to stick to the budget and prioritize essential purchases. Overall, smart grocery shopping requires planning, discipline, and a willingness to look for the best deals. By making a list, comparing prices, using coupons, and avoiding impulse purchases, it's possible to reduce grocery costs without giving up quality or variety. With practice, these habits become second nature and help make every shopping trip more efficient and budget-friendly. Chapter 5. Cooking affordable and nutritious meals is possible with a little planning and creativity. Eating healthy does not have to be expensive, and with the right approach, it is easy to prepare delicious meals without overspending. One of the best ways to save money while cooking nutritious meals is to focus on simple, whole ingredients. Foods such as beans, rice, lentils, oats, and seasonal vegetables are budget-friendly and packed with nutrients. For example, a hearty vegetable soup made with lentils and inexpensive root vegetables can provide a filling and healthy meal without costing much. Choosing recipes that use affordable ingredients helps stretch the food budget while ensuring balanced nutrition. Cooking at home is one of the easiest ways to save money and eat healthier. Preparing meals from scratch is usually cheaper than buying prepackaged or processed foods. For example, making a homemade pasta sauce using canned tomatoes, garlic, and herbs costs less than buying a ready-made jar from the store. Homemade meals also allow better control over ingredients, making it easier to reduce unhealthy additives like excess salt and sugar. Cooking in batches and storing leftovers for future meals can also save time and money. For instance, cooking a large pot of chili and freezing portions for later helps avoid the need to cook every day. Using affordable protein sources is another way to cook nutritious meals on a budget. Meat can be expensive, so incorporating more plant-based proteins such as beans, lentils, eggs, and tofu can help lower costs. For example, black beans can be used in tacos, soups, or salads as a protein-rich and budget-friendly option. Buying cheaper cuts of meat, such as chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts, can also help save money while still providing protein. Slow-cooking tougher cuts of meat makes them tender and flavorful without the high cost of premium cuts. Reducing food waste is an important part of cooking affordably. Planning meals that use similar ingredients helps avoid buying too much and lets everything get used before it goes bad. For example, if carrots are bought for one meal, they can also be used in soups, stir-fries, or snacks throughout the week. Leftover vegetables can be turned into a stir-fry, mixed into pasta, or blended into a soup to prevent waste. Storing food properly, such as keeping fresh herbs in water or freezing leftovers, helps extend the shelf life of ingredients and saves money. Cooking with seasonal and locally sourced ingredients is another great way to keep meals affordable and nutritious. Produce that is in season is usually cheaper and fresher, providing better flavor and nutrition at a lower cost. For example, using fresh tomatoes in the summer when they are abundant is more affordable than buying them in the winter when they are imported and expensive. Farmers markets often offer good deals on fresh produce, and buying directly from local farmers can help support the community while saving money. Meal prepping is a useful strategy for saving both time and money. Preparing ingredients in advance, such as chopping vegetables, marinating meats, or cooking grains, makes it easier to put meals together during busy days. For example, cooking a large batch of rice at the beginning of the week can provide a base for multiple meals like stir-fries, rice bowls, or side dishes. Having prepped ingredients ready to go helps avoid the temptation of ordering takeout and makes it easier to stick to a budget. Using simple cooking techniques can also make budget-friendly meals more enjoyable. Basic methods such as roasting, steaming, or stir-frying can bring out the natural flavors of ingredients without requiring expensive sauces or seasonings. For example, roasting root vegetables with a bit of oil and seasoning creates a flavorful and healthy side dish. Learning a few basic cooking skills, such as making homemade soups, stir-fries, or one-pot meals, can help create satisfying dishes without the need for complicated or costly recipes. Another way to save money while cooking nutritious meals is to use frozen and canned foods wisely. Frozen vegetables and fruits are often more affordable than fresh and can be just as nutritious. They are also convenient because they last longer and can be used when needed, reducing waste. Canned beans, tomatoes, and fish such as tuna or salmon are also cost-effective and provide good nutrition without the high price of fresh options. For example, a can of chickpeas can be used in salads, stews, or blended into hummus for a protein-rich meal at a low cost. Spices and seasonings play a key role in making affordable meals flavorful. Stocking up on basic spices, such as garlic powder, cumin, paprika, and dried herbs can enhance the taste of simple meals without adding extra cost. Buying spices in bulk or from discount stores can help save money compared to purchasing small bottles at higher prices. Using spices creatively can make inexpensive meals more enjoyable and prevent the need for expensive sauces or pre-made seasoning blends. Cooking in large batches and freezing meals for later is an effective way to save both time and money. Dishes such as soups, stews, casseroles, and pasta sauces can be made in larger quantities and stored in portions for easy meals during busy days. Freezing leftovers helps avoid food waste and provides quick meal options without resorting to expensive takeout. Labeling frozen meals with dates ensures they are used before they lose quality, making it easier to keep track of what's available. Using versatile ingredients is another smart way to cook affordably. Ingredients that can be used in multiple meals help reduce the number of items needed and prevent waste. For example, eggs can be used for breakfast, added to salads, or turned into a quick dinner omelet. Choosing flexible ingredients that can be used in different ways helps create a variety of meals without needing to buy too many different items. Overall, cooking affordable and nutritious meals is all about smart planning, using budget-friendly ingredients, and making the most of what's available. By focusing on simple recipes, reducing waste, and using basic cooking techniques, it's possible to enjoy delicious meals without spending too much. With a little effort and creativity, anyone can prepare healthy meals that fit within their budget while still being satisfying and nutritious. Chapter 6. Using leftovers wisely is one of the best ways to stretch a food budget and reduce waste. Many people throw away perfectly good food simply because they don't know how to repurpose it into new meals. Leftovers can be turned into delicious dishes with a little creativity, saving both time and money. Instead of seeing leftovers as boring or unwanted, they can be used as a starting point for new meals that taste fresh and exciting. For example, leftover roasted chicken can be used in salads, sandwiches, or soups, making it easy to enjoy different meals without extra cooking. Planning meals with leftovers in mind is a smart way to ensure nothing goes to waste. When cooking larger meals such as casseroles, soups, or pasta dishes, making extra portions can provide ready-to-eat meals for the next day. This not only saves time, but also prevents the temptation of eating out. For instance, a pot of chili made for dinner can be used in tacos or served over rice the next day, offering variety without additional effort. Leftovers can also be packed for lunch, helping to avoid spending money on expensive meals outside the home. Proper storage is key to making the most of leftovers. Storing food in airtight containers and labeling them with a date helps keep track of what needs to be eaten first. Refrigerated leftovers should be used within a few days, while some items can be frozen for longer storage. For example, soups, stews, and cooked grains freeze well and can be reheated for a quick meal when needed. Keeping an organized fridge and freezer helps ensure that food does not go unnoticed and spoil before it can be used. Turning leftovers into new meals is a great way to add variety and prevent food fatigue. For example, leftover vegetables from a dinner side dish can be used in an omelet for breakfast or mixed into a pasta dish for lunch. Leftover rice can be turned into fried rice by adding eggs, vegetables, and a bit of soy sauce, creating a whole new meal with minimal effort. Even leftover bread can be used to make croutons, bread pudding, or homemade breadcrumbs for future recipes. Meal planning around leftovers can also help reduce the need to buy more ingredients. For example, if there is leftover roast beef, planning meals such as sandwiches, stir-fries, or beef tacos can make use of what is already available. Using leftovers as ingredients for other meals saves time in the kitchen and helps reduce grocery costs. Simple ideas like turning mashed potatoes into potato pancakes or using cooked pasta in a casserole can make leftovers feel like new meals instead of repeats. Combining leftovers with pantry staples can create easy and affordable meals. Many leftovers pair well with items such as canned beans, pasta, rice, or frozen vegetables to make quick dishes without much effort. For example, leftover grilled chicken can be added to a can of soup or mixed with pasta and sauce for a fast and satisfying meal. Keeping basic pantry staples on hand makes it easier to transform leftovers into something delicious without having to buy more groceries. Batch cooking with leftovers in mind can make meal preparation more efficient. Cooking larger portions of ingredients, such as grains, beans, or roasted vegetables, allows for flexibility in meal planning. For example, cooking a large batch of quinoa can provide a base for multiple meals, such as salads, stir-fries, or side dishes. Leftover roasted vegetables can be blended into soups, used in wraps, or added to pasta sauces for extra flavor and nutrition. Repurposing leftovers into snacks and side dishes is another way to make the most of them. For example, leftover cooked chicken can be shredded and used in wraps or quesadillas for a quick snack. Leftover vegetables can be turned into a quick stir-fry or tossed into a salad for an easy side dish. Using leftovers creatively helps reduce the need to cook from scratch for every meal and ensures that nothing goes to waste. Freezing leftovers is a great way to save food for later without feeling pressured to eat the same meal multiple days in a row. Soups, stews, and casseroles freeze well and can be portioned into individual servings for quick meals when needed. For example, freezing leftover pasta sauce in small containers makes it easy to defrost just the right amount for a future meal. Properly labeling and dating frozen items helps ensure they are used before they lose their quality. Another smart way to use leftovers is by making homemade broth or stock. Leftover vegetable scraps, chicken bones, or beef bones can be simmered with water and seasonings to create flavorful broth for soups, stews, or sauces. This not only helps reduce waste, but also adds depth of flavor to future meals without the need to buy store-bought broth. Homemade broth can be frozen in small portions for convenient use in cooking. Using leftovers wisely requires a bit of planning and creativity, but it is one of the easiest ways to save money and reduce food waste. By storing food properly, planning meals around leftovers, and using simple cooking techniques, it is possible to enjoy a variety of meals without feeling like anything is being repeated. Leftovers can be turned into delicious and nutritious meals with minimal effort, helping to stretch the food budget while making mealtime easier and more enjoyable. Chapter 7. Budget-friendly meal prep is an effective way to save time and money while ensuring there are always nutritious meals available. Planning meals in advance helps avoid overspending on takeout and impulse purchases at the grocery store. It also makes it easier to stick to a food budget by using ingredients wisely and reducing waste. Meal prep can be as simple as planning a few meals ahead of time or as detailed as preparing entire meals for the week. The key is to find a routine that fits personal schedules and dietary needs while keeping costs low. Starting with a simple meal plan is the first step in budget-friendly meal prep. Planning meals based on what is already available at home helps avoid buying unnecessary ingredients. Checking the pantry, fridge, and freezer before planning meals ensures that ingredients are used efficiently. For example, if there are leftover vegetables, they can be used in soups, stir-fries, or casseroles to create budget-friendly meals without additional spending. Building meals around affordable staple ingredients such as rice, pasta, beans, and frozen vegetables can also help keep costs down. Batch cooking is a useful meal prep strategy that saves both time and money. Cooking large quantities of food at once and dividing them into portions for the week helps reduce daily cooking time and ensures meals are ready to go. For example, preparing a big batch of chili, stew, or pasta sauce can provide several meals throughout the week. Leftovers can be stored in the fridge for a few days or frozen for longer storage. Batch cooking works well for soups, casseroles, roasted vegetables, and cooked grains such as quinoa or brown rice. Prepping ingredients in advance is another way to make meal preparation easier and more budget-friendly. Chopping vegetables, marinating proteins, and cooking grains ahead of time can save effort during busy days and make it easier to put together meals quickly. For example, washing and chopping lettuce, cucumbers, and carrots at the beginning of the week makes it easy to assemble salads without extra work. Prepped ingredients can be stored in airtight containers in the fridge to stay fresh for several days. Using versatile ingredients that can be used in multiple meals helps maximize the food budget. Ingredients like eggs, potatoes, and canned beans can be used in a variety of ways throughout the week. For example, eggs can be used for breakfast, added to salads for lunch, or turned into an omelet for dinner. Planning meals that use the same ingredients in different ways helps avoid waste and reduces the number of items that need to be purchased. Meal prepping with seasonal and on-sale ingredients is another great way to save money. Shopping for fruits and vegetables that are in season is usually more affordable, and they often taste better than out-of-season options. Checking store flyers and planning meals around discounted items can help make the most of a food budget. For example, if chicken is on sale, it can be cooked in bulk and used in various meals, such as stir-fries, sandwiches, and pasta dishes. Taking advantage of sales and promotions can help stock up on essentials that will be useful for meal prep in the future. Portion control is an important part of budget-friendly meal prep. Preparing meals in appropriate portions helps avoid overeating and ensures that food lasts longer. Using portion containers makes it easy to grab meals for work or school and helps prevent food from going to waste. For example, dividing a large batch of soup into individual servings makes it convenient to heat up just the right amount when needed. Freezing meals in portions is another smart way to extend the life of prepared meals and reduce food waste. Freezing soups, casseroles, and cooked grains in portion-sized containers makes it easy to defrost only what is needed, preventing unnecessary waste. Labeling frozen meals with dates ensures they are used in a timely manner and helps keep track of available options. Frozen meals can be a lifesaver on busy days when there is no time to cook from scratch. Simple meal ideas that work well for meal prep include stir-fries, pasta dishes, grain bowls, and slow cooker meals. These dishes can be made in large quantities and customized with different ingredients to add variety throughout the week. For example, a basic stir-fry with rice and vegetables can be prepared with different sauces or protein sources to create different flavors without extra cost. One-pot meals like soups and stews are also great options for meal prep because they can be made with inexpensive ingredients and stored easily. Keeping meals simple and avoiding overly complicated recipes can help save money and reduce stress. Simple meals that use minimal ingredients are often just as satisfying and nutritious as complex dishes. For example, a basic meal of roasted vegetables, baked chicken, and rice can be prepared quickly and affordably without requiring expensive ingredients. Cooking with fewer ingredients also reduces the chance of food waste and makes it easier to stick to a budget. Using leftovers creatively is another great way to make meal prep more budget-friendly. Leftover roasted vegetables can be added to grain bowls or turned into a soup, while cooked chicken can be used in salads or sandwiches. Finding new ways to repurpose leftovers helps keep meals interesting and ensures that no food goes to waste. For example, leftover pasta can be turned into a pasta salad for a quick and easy lunch. Meal prep can also include snacks and breakfast options to help avoid spending money on expensive convenience foods. Preparing snacks such as homemade granola bars, yogurt parfaits, or cut-up fruit in advance makes it easy to grab healthy options without resorting to costly store-bought snacks. Breakfasts like overnight oats, smoothie packs, or egg muffins can be prepped ahead of time for quick and budget-friendly mornings. Overall, budget-friendly meal prep is all about planning, using affordable ingredients, and making the most of what is available. By preparing meals in advance, using versatile ingredients, and storing food properly, it is possible to enjoy healthy, delicious meals without spending too much. With a little effort and organization, meal prep can help save time, reduce stress, and make sticking to a food budget much easier. Chapter 8. When trying to eat well on a budget, simple and affordable recipes are key. The best meals are often the ones that use basic ingredients and require minimal preparation, but still taste delicious and are nutritious. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks all offer opportunities to create satisfying meals that don't break the bank. By focusing on affordable and versatile ingredients like eggs, beans, rice, and vegetables, you can enjoy a variety of meals without spending too much. For breakfast, one of the most affordable and nutritious options is oatmeal. Oats are inexpensive, filling, and can be made in different ways to suit your taste. Start with basic oatmeal cooked with water or milk, and then top it with fresh or frozen fruit, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a spoonful of peanut butter. For variety, try overnight oats by combining rolled oats with milk or yogurt and letting them sit in the fridge overnight. You can add chia seeds, nuts, or honey in the morning for extra flavor. Oatmeal is a great breakfast choice because it's quick, easy, and can be made in large batches for several days. Another simple breakfast option is scrambled eggs. Eggs are a low-cost source of protein and can be prepared in many ways. For a basic scramble, whisk eggs with a little milk or water and cook them in a pan with some butter or oil. You can add in leftover vegetables, cheese, or herbs to make them more flavorful. Eggs can also be turned into breakfast burritos by wrapping scrambled eggs, beans, cheese, and salsa in a tortilla. This meal is filling, affordable, and can be customized based on what you have on hand. For lunch, one of the easiest and most affordable meals is a bean salad. Beans, such as black beans, kidney beans, or chickpeas, are budget-friendly and provide plenty of protein and fiber. Start with canned beans, rinse them, and mix them with diced vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions. Dress with olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. You can also add herbs or a sprinkle of cheese for extra flavor. This salad is quick to make, filling, and can be served with rice in wraps or as a side dish. Another great lunch option is a vegetable stir-fry. Stir-fries are quick, easy, and a great way to use up any leftover vegetables. Start by heating oil in a pan and cooking your choice of vegetables, such as bell peppers, onions, carrots, or broccoli. You can add in a protein like tofu, chicken, or shrimp if desired. Season with soy sauce, garlic, and ginger, and serve over rice or noodles. Stir-fries are versatile and can be made with whatever vegetables or proteins are on sale, making them a budget-friendly choice. For dinner, one of the most affordable and hearty meals is a vegetable soup. Soups are great for using up leftover vegetables and can be made in large batches. Start by sautéing onions and garlic in a pot, then add diced vegetables like carrots, potatoes, celery, and tomatoes. Pour in some vegetable or chicken broth and let everything simmer until tender. You can add beans, lentils, or pasta for extra protein and fiber. Season with salt, pepper, and herbs like thyme or bay leaves for flavor. Soup is an excellent meal for stretching a food budget, and it can be made in large quantities to have leftovers for the next day. A budget-friendly dinner option is pasta with marinara sauce. Pasta is inexpensive, and the sauce can be made with canned tomatoes, garlic, onions, and a few spices. To make the sauce, sauté onions and garlic in olive oil. Then add canned crushed tomatoes, salt, pepper, and dried herbs like basil or oregano. Let the sauce simmer for about 20 minutes and serve over cooked pasta. You can add vegetables like spinach or zucchini to the sauce or sprinkle some grated cheese on top for extra flavor. Pasta with marinara sauce is an affordable and comforting meal that can be made in less than 30 minutes. Another affordable and simple dinner idea is a rice and bean bowl. Rice is a low-cost staple that can be paired with a variety of proteins, and beans are a great source of protein and fiber. Cook some rice and heat up canned beans, like black beans or pinto beans. You can season the beans with cumin, chili powder, and garlic for extra flavor. Top the rice with the beans and add some salsa avocado or a dollop of sour cream if desired. This meal is filling, nutritious, and highly customizable based on what you have on hand. For snacks, there are many affordable options that are both satisfying and nutritious. One simple snack is homemade popcorn. Popcorn kernels are inexpensive and can be popped on the stovetop or in a microwave. Season the popcorn with a little salt, butter, or olive oil for a tasty snack. Popcorn is a great alternative to store-bought snacks because it is low in cost and high in fiber. Another budget-friendly snack is roasted chickpeas. Canned chickpeas are inexpensive and can be roasted in the oven for a crunchy, protein-packed snack. Drain and rinse the chickpeas, then toss them with olive oil, salt, and any spices you like, such as paprika, garlic powder, or cumin. Roast them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes, stirring halfway through. Roasted chickpeas are a healthy and satisfying snack that's easy to make and full of flavor. Fruit is always a simple and affordable snack option. Buying fresh fruit in season is usually cheaper, and frozen fruit is another good choice because it can be stored for longer periods. Apples, bananas, and oranges are generally affordable and can be eaten on their own or paired with peanut butter for added protein. For a fun snack, try making a fruit salad by combining different types of fruit and adding a squeeze of lemon juice. When it comes to meal planning on a budget, the key is to keep things simple, use affordable ingredients, and make meals that can be enjoyed over multiple days. Dishes that use ingredients like rice, beans, pasta, and eggs are both inexpensive and versatile. By planning ahead and using leftovers creatively, you can enjoy a variety of delicious meals without overspending. These simple and affordable recipes are perfect for anyone looking to eat well on a budget, while still enjoying satisfying, nutritious meals. Chapter 9. For many people, busy schedules make it hard to stick to a budget and eat healthy meals consistently. However, with the right meal prep strategies, it's possible to save time, money, and stress. Budget-friendly meal prep is all about planning ahead, simplifying the cooking process, and finding ways to use ingredients efficiently. By preparing meals in advance, busy people can still enjoy homemade, nutritious meals without the need for expensive takeout or unhealthy fast food. One of the best meal prep tips for busy schedules is to choose simple, versatile recipes that can be made in bulk. Dishes like casseroles, stews, soups, and stir-fries are perfect because they can be prepared in large quantities and stored for several days. For example, a large pot of vegetable soup can be made on a weekend and eaten for lunch or dinner throughout the week. Similarly, a batch of stir-fried rice with vegetables can be easily customized to use up whatever ingredients are available and serve as a base for multiple meals. Another important tip is to use ingredients that can be repurposed for different meals. For example, roasted chicken can be used in multiple dishes, such as salads, sandwiches, wraps, or tacos. Cooking a large batch of rice or quinoa can provide a base for several meals, whether it's used in grain bowls, stir-fries, or soups. Similarly, cooking extra vegetables or proteins and adding them to different recipes helps keep things interesting while minimizing food waste. When preparing meals in advance, it's crucial to organize the process to save time. Start by selecting recipes that share common ingredients. For instance, if you're making a stir-fry, the same vegetables and grains can be used for a grain bowl or a soup. By grouping similar recipes together, you can minimize the amount of chopping, cooking, and cleaning needed. Organizing your grocery list based on meal prep recipes will also help streamline the shopping process and prevent buying unnecessary items. Batch cooking is a game changer for busy schedules. Preparing large quantities of food at once allows you to have meals ready to go throughout the week, reducing the temptation to order takeout or buy prepackaged, expensive meals. For example, making a large batch of chili or curry on a Sunday can provide lunches and dinners for several days. Storing these meals in portion-sized containers makes it easy to grab and reheat when needed, saving time and effort on busy days. To make meal prep even faster, focus on cooking items that require minimal hands-on time. For example, slow cookers and instant pots are great tools for meal prepping. You can throw in ingredients in the morning, set it, and come back to a hot meal by the end of the day. A slow cooker can be used to prepare stews, soups, or chicken, while an instant pot can cook beans, grains, and meats quickly. These appliances do much of the work for you, leaving you with more time to focus on other tasks. Using freezer-friendly recipes is another smart way to prepare meals for busy weeks. Meals like casseroles, soups, and pasta sauces can be made in large quantities and stored in the freezer for later use. For example, a large batch of spaghetti sauce can be portioned out into containers and frozen. When you're short on time, simply thaw the sauce and cook some pasta for a quick meal. Freezing meals in individual servings makes it easy to reheat exactly what you need without wasting food. Prepping snacks in advance can also make a huge difference in staying on track with a budget. Cutting up vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, and bell peppers in advance makes it easy to grab a healthy snack throughout the week. You can also prepare homemade snacks like granola bars, trail mix, or yogurt parfaits to keep on hand. Having prepared snacks readily available helps avoid the temptation to buy expensive packaged options or skip meals. One of the simplest meal prep tips is to focus on one day a week for prepping. Dedicate a couple of hours, perhaps on a weekend, to prepping meals for the week ahead. This allows you to enjoy freshly prepared meals without spending time on cooking each day. Start by planning your meals for the week, creating a shopping list, and then cooking multiple dishes that can be easily stored. For example, you might roast a chicken, cook a pot of rice, chop vegetables, and prepare a few salads in one go. This type of preparation makes it easy to assemble meals quickly on busy days. Another important meal prep tip is to invest in quality storage containers. Clear, stackable containers that can be used for both refrigerating and freezing meals help keep food organized and fresh. Use separate containers for different meals to avoid confusion, and label each container with the date it was prepared. This ensures that food is eaten within a reasonable time frame and prevents food from getting lost in the fridge or freezer. Properly stored meals will stay fresh longer and help avoid waste. Simplifying your meal prep routine is key to sticking with it, especially when time is limited. Instead of overloading yourself with complex recipes, focus on meals that are easy to prepare and require fewer ingredients. Simple dishes like rice and beans, pasta with sauce, or a large salad with protein are affordable and quick to make. These meals can be made in advance and customized with different toppings or add-ins for variety. For even more time-saving, consider meal prepping components instead of full meals. For example, you can cook a large batch of rice, roast a sheet pan of vegetables, and cook some chicken breasts. These ingredients can then be combined in different ways throughout the week for quick meals. You could have a rice bowl with roasted veggies for one meal, a chicken wrap for another, and a simple salad with leftover chicken for lunch the next day. This strategy makes meal prep flexible and easy to adjust depending on cravings and available ingredients. Staying organized is key to meal prepping successfully on a budget. Keep a list of what you have in your fridge, freezer, and pantry so that you can plan meals based on what needs to be used up first. This reduces the chances of ingredients spoiling and helps make the most of what you already have. If you notice certain items piling up, such as frozen vegetables or canned beans, find ways to incorporate them into your meal plan to avoid waste. Meal prep doesn't have to be overwhelming or time-consuming. With a little planning and organization, it's possible to make affordable, homemade meals even on the busiest of days. By simplifying the process, using versatile ingredients, and preparing meals in bulk, you can save time, money, and effort while still enjoying nutritious meals throughout the week. Meal prepping is a great way to stay on track with your food budget, reduce the temptation of unhealthy takeout, and make eating at home more enjoyable. Chapter 10. One of the most important aspects of meal planning is flexibility. As your schedule, tastes, or dietary needs change, your meal plan needs to adapt too. Life can be unpredictable, and it's important to adjust your meals without breaking your budget or sacrificing nutrition. Whether it's dealing with a new work schedule, accommodating different dietary preferences, or responding to changes in your family's appetite, the ability to adjust your meal plan is essential for staying on track and continuing to eat well on a budget. Start by understanding that meal planning doesn't have to be rigid. It can be a flexible guide that you can tweak as needed. For example, if you plan to cook a stir-fry on a certain day but find that you're too busy to cook, it's okay to swap it with something simpler, like a sandwich or salad. Being able to switch meals around without stress is one of the best ways to make meal planning work for you. Dietary preferences and needs are one area where meal plans often need adjusting. If someone in your household adopts a new dietary preference, such as becoming vegetarian or gluten-free, it's important to adjust your meal plan to accommodate these changes. The key is to find substitutions that align with your budget. For example, if you're switching to a vegetarian diet, you might replace meat with beans, lentils, tofu, or other plant-based protein sources. These alternatives are often much cheaper than meat and can be prepared in similar ways. When adapting to different dietary needs, focus on affordable substitutes. If you're cutting back on gluten, consider using rice, potatoes, or quinoa instead of pasta or bread. These alternatives are often more cost-effective than specialized gluten-free products, which can be expensive. Likewise, if you're trying to reduce dairy, plant-based milks or simple ingredients like olive oil or avocado can provide similar textures and flavors in recipes. Experiment with ingredients that are budget-friendly while still meeting your dietary goals. Adapting to changing preferences or needs doesn't mean you need to start over every time. For example, if your tastes change and you're not as interested in eating the same meals, you can still keep the basic structure of your meal plan. Use the same proteins, grains, and vegetables, but experiment with different spices, herbs, and cooking methods. If you usually make chicken stir-fry, try roasting the chicken and vegetables with different seasonings to create a new flavor profile. Small adjustments like these can keep meals exciting while sticking to a budget. Another way to adapt your meal plan is by switching to seasonal ingredients. The foods that are in season are usually the most affordable and freshest, so plan your meals around them. For example, during the summer, you might find that tomatoes, cucumbers, and bell peppers are in abundance and on sale. You could use these ingredients in salads, sandwiches, or soups. In the winter, root vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, and squash are often cheaper, and they work well in stews, roasted dishes, or casseroles. If you're adjusting your meal plan due to a change in schedule, consider preparing meals that can be eaten at different times or that store well for leftovers. For example, if your work schedule changes and you need to prepare meals in advance, choose dishes that can be made in bulk like chili, soups, or casseroles. These meals can be portioned into containers and stored in the fridge or freezer for later. On days when you're short on time, you can easily reheat them and enjoy a home-cooked meal without spending much effort. When adapting your meal plan to changing needs, remember to make use of leftovers. Leftover meals can be repurposed into something new. For example, roasted vegetables can be turned into a vegetable soup, and leftover rice can be used for fried rice. Repurposing leftovers not only saves time and money, but also reduces food waste. If you have extra rice from one meal, you don't need to cook more rice for the next meal, making it easier to stick to a budget. Sometimes, adapting your meal plan is simply a matter of managing portion sizes. If you find that you're consistently having leftovers, try reducing the quantities you cook. On the other hand, if your family's appetite has increased, you may need to plan for slightly larger portions or prepare more of certain meals. Adjusting portion sizes ensures that you're using your ingredients efficiently and not wasting food. It's also important to be mindful of food storage when adapting your meal plan. Some ingredients or meals can last longer than others, and it's useful to plan your meals in such a way that you're using ingredients that have shorter shelf lives first. For example, leafy greens might need to be eaten within a few days, while carrots and potatoes can last much longer. Organizing your meal plan based on how long ingredients stay fresh will help prevent unnecessary waste. If your tastes change or you get bored with certain meals, it's a good idea to experiment with new recipes, especially ones that are flexible and can be adjusted to your preferences. For example, a stir-fry is highly adaptable. You can swap out different vegetables, proteins, and sauces depending on what you enjoy. Or, if you usually make pasta with marinara sauce, try adding a few different vegetables to the sauce for added nutrition and flavor. When your schedule changes and you're unable to cook as much, look for quick and easy meal options that still fit your budget. Simple meals like salads, sandwiches, or one-pot dishes can be prepared in little time and often use ingredients you already have in your pantry. For example, a rice bowl with beans and vegetables can be made in under 15 minutes, while a sandwich with some protein and veggies can be thrown together quickly. These quick meals can help you stick to your meal plan even during busy times. Lastly, don't forget to listen to your body and your family's needs. If you find that certain meals are no longer satisfying or you're craving something different, it's okay to change your plan. Sometimes, adjusting your meals can simply be a matter of giving yourself permission to try new things. If you've been eating a lot of rice-based meals and are craving pasta, don't hesitate to switch things up. Flexibility in your meal planning helps prevent burnout and ensures that meals remain enjoyable and satisfying. Adapting your meal plan to changing needs and preferences is a key part of staying on track with your budget while still enjoying a variety of meals. Flexibility, creativity, and organization are key to making adjustments that work for your life. With the right strategies, you can continue to eat healthy, satisfying meals without overspending or feeling restricted. By learning to adapt your meal plan, you'll be able to navigate whatever changes come your way while still eating well on a budget. Conclusion: frugal meal planning is all about making smart choices that allow you to enjoy delicious, nutritious meals without breaking the bank. By understanding your food budget, planning meals around sales, and using strategies like meal prepping and shopping efficiently, you can save money while eating well. With the right approach, meal planning doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. It can be a flexible, easy-to-follow routine that fits into your lifestyle. As you develop your meal planning habits, remember that flexibility is key. Life changes, and so do your tastes and schedules. The ability to adapt your meal plan based on your needs, preferences, and available ingredients ensures that you'll always be prepared for whatever comes your way. Whether you're preparing meals in advance, adjusting recipes to fit dietary needs, or simply switching things up when boredom sets in, meal planning allows you to stay on top of your budget without sacrificing variety or flavor. Through careful planning, creativity, and a little bit of organization, you can make the most of your food budget and enjoy meals that are both affordable and satisfying. The lessons and strategies outlined in this guide are just the beginning. With each step, you'll build confidence in your ability to make meals that meet your needs and fit your budget. In the end, the goal is not just to save money, but to make meal planning a stress-free and enjoyable part of your routine.